Greetings, Millbrook families. This is news from around the district. First up, we have Mr. Sipe from the high school.
Thank you, Dr. Watkins. This past weekend, our 24 student delegates attended the 51st Annual National High School Model United Nations Conference. Our students joined over 4,000 students from around the world to role play as global international relations experts. For 3 days, they sat in long-hour committee meetings, they gave great speeches, did intensive research, and worked with other delegates on finding consensus when it came to solving global problems. Several of our students were leaders in their committee rooms, and 2 were even presented with the Award of Excellence for their work. Kamora and Addie were also invited to give a speech at the closing ceremonies in front of nearly 2,000 people. Special thanks to Dr. Betts and Ms. H for all their hard work, and Mr. Lee, who helped chaperone this past weekend. Yesterday, Thursday, we held our elective fair. Special thanks to all of the teachers and students who provided information about the course descriptions and their experiences. Mr. Chanowski and Mrs. Prince will begin student scheduling meetings next week, starting with our current juniors. Emails were sent out to parents if they would like to attend. And lastly, congratulations to Alex Lacasse, who made the academic team for boys basketball, Owen Iannucci, who received all-county selection, as well as the Mahal All-League section, and was chosen to play in this Thursday's senior exceptional game at Beacon High School. And a huge congratulations to Coach Laffin for his induction into the New York State Basketball Hall of Fame. What an incredible honor. Have a great weekend. Here's Mr. Cabello at the middle school.
Thank you, Mr. Sipe. This week, we inducted our 2025 class into the National Junior Honor Society, led by Ms. Anson and Ms. Barnes. A big thank you to our facilities and grounds team who put together an incredible display for the families, board members, administrators, and many people that attended in the cafeteria due to the issues in our auditorium. Also, a big thank you to the PTO who donated some great snacks to celebrate our National Junior Honor Society inductees. We've got lots of fun things coming up in the next few weeks. Stay tuned by following us on Instagram, X, and our newsletter. With news from all the place, here's Mr. Lipka.
Thank you, Mr. Cabello. The Discovery E engineering team was amazing yesterday. They met with each classroom and provided a small group activity of building catapults. We thank the engineers for these classes and enjoyed their connection. Our students were engaged from start to finish in those activities. If you haven't checked out the student art exhibit yet, you have until March 22 to do so. This program called Art Blast is open to all and located in the Millbrook Public Library's gallery. The artwork includes over 100 works of art from preschool children through 8th grade. Our MTSS team met on Wednesday for a mid-quarter review to discuss student progress in our AIS and speech programs. It was obvious that your children are working hard and making strong steps forward. Next week, our Blue Ribbon Blazer Assembly will recognize several students for showing empathy. The April focus is courage. Junior Interact also meets next week. Have a nice weekend. And next on to Mrs. O'Connell at Elm Drive.
Thank you, Mr. Lipka. It was a busy week in Elm Drive with literacy consultant Shelley Klein coming to support our 1st and 2nd grade teachers on Monday and Tuesday of this week. In an effort to build in more purposeful play, each of the kindergarten classrooms were delivered new puppet theaters. They will use this in many fun ways, including story retelling. Also in kindergarten, students had fun bowling as an introduction to subtraction. Students took turns counting how many pins they knocked down and subtracting them from the whole as a hands-on way of learning the concept. 1st grade is wrapping up their research papers and drawings on endangered animals. This work gets sent out to a publishing company who turns the students' work into their very own class book. Next week, we have many fun things going on in the classrooms in celebration of St. Patrick's Day, including leprechaun trap building. And Dr. Sobin returns to collaborate with staff next Monday and Tuesday. And on Thursday, the 20th, our 2nd graders have their field trip to the Sharon Audubon to learn all about maple sugaring. I hope you have an amazing weekend. And now on to Ms. Chanowski with news from Pupil Personnel Services.
Thank you, Mrs. O'Connell. Over the past week, I've had the opportunity to participate in several building level MTSS meetings that focus on a variety of supports we can put in place for our students. Thank you to our building principals and MTSS team members for including me in these meetings as a way to continue to support our students here in Millbrook. Within the PPS office, we continue to hold our annual review meetings. If you have any questions specifically regarding your child's IEP or their upcoming annual review, please reach out to myself or your child's special education case manager. I hope everyone enjoys their weekend. And now on to Mrs. Lynch and students.
Thank you, Mr. Chanowski. The Hudson Valley School Food Service Directors Coalition is offering 3 separate $1,500 scholarships to senior applicants planning to pursue higher education in food service, hospitality, hotel management, or dietetics. Interested students should complete the attached application and submit it to Larry Anthony at l.anthony@ppcsd.org by April 21st of 2025. The application can also be accessed on the school counseling website under scholarships or on the Major Clarity College and Career Readiness platform. Additionally, the National Association for College Admission Counseling is hosting a virtual college fair on Sunday, March 23rd from 1 to 6 p.m. Students are encouraged to attend and explore various college options. Registration can be found under News and Announcements on the Millbrook High School Counseling webpage. Thank you, and now on to Dr. Watkins and Curriculum and Instruction.
Thank you, Mrs. Lynch. So as you know, today is our Superintendent's Conference Day. Each grade level and department has had the opportunity to have personalized learning to provide them support in the areas of literacy and even using data to track student success. I'm truly proud of all of our teachers. This is a very intensive day, as well as all of our administrators for the support that they're offering to our teachers. We would also like to congratulate Deputy Freer, our Student Resource Officer, who has been named the February Blue Ribbon Blazer recipient. Aside from the increased feelings of safety among the students, teachers, and administrators, Deputy Freer fosters positive relationships with all of our students. It is very common to see him surrounded by our students during the course of the day. They all love and respect him. In addition, he is frequently asked by our teachers to be a guest speaker in our forensics and government and economics classes. He serves on our building and district safety committees, threat assessment teams, and our MTSS teams. He is one of the kindest, thoughtful, compassionate, and dedicated people that I know. We are beyond fortunate to have him as part of our team. Also, as a reminder, the District Board of Education has developed a community information group that will be exchanging information regarding the upcoming capital project. If you are interested in participating, please reach out via email to the Superintendent's office. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next week.